Now to tonight's I Want to Know, a chance for you to get your questions answered. Joining us live tonight is Nicaud Sunseri. He's an insurance attorney with the firm Nicaud Sunseri and Fidela. Thanks for being here, Mr. Sunseri.
Great to be here.
We asked the question, was it wind or water? Does that really matter now?
Well, the way the cases are evolving, it might not matter for certain insurance policies. Recently, we had a state judge and a federal judge said that any flooding from a levee breach would be covered by your homeowner's policy. Now, both of those rulings are being appealed, and all your viewers should keep an eye on it. But if those rulings stay, a lot of the uninsured flood damage from the levee breaches could be covered by your homeowners, including your additional living expenses and contents.
So you may be owed some more money.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take some emails. Will called us with this question. Will says, my insurance company is the executor over my home and it holds the policy. The company paid off my mortgage and did not repair my home. What should I do?
That's tough. That's very tough. In fact, first of all, get in touch with your mortgage company and then ask them to talk to a supervisor and explain to them the situation. You had a forced place insurance policy and that you'd like to repair the house. And persistence is going to do it because they're going to be, they want to resist it, they want to keep their money, but just keep persisting, and that's the only thing you can do.
That's the only thing you can do?
Yes.
All right. Here's an email from Yvette in Roseville. And Yvette says, is it true that if you were paid for your flood-damaged home, you cannot max out on your homeowners or wind damage coverage?
Maybe so, maybe not. If you are underinsured on your flood and then you have damages up to your policy limits in your homeowners, yes, you could max out on your homeowner's policy. But again, you know, that issue's now sort of up in the air because of the recent rulings by the court saying that the floodwaters from the levee breach may be covered by your homeowner's policy.
All right, so we're still waiting to see whether that holds up or whether it's overturned on appeal.
I think it would probably be clarified sometime this summer.
All right. Here's a question that Sarah called us with. And Sarah says, I want to know, if you are buying a house, is the insurance money for the mortgage company or the homeowner?
It's really a both. It's a negotiation between the homeowner and the mortgage company. And theoretically, it is for the homeowner to repair the residence, but the mortgage company wants to make sure that the money is being allocated to repair. So often what they'll do is send inspectors to take a look at the house and make sure that the house is being repaired, and they will return the money in proportion to the amount of repairs. But a lot of mortgage companies, especially out-of-state mortgage companies, aren't complying with that. And we're having great difficulty. In fact, we've gotten court orders by the court saying, give back the money to the homeowners, and they're still not complying.
All right. James called us with this question. James says, I filed my claim back in September. I have never received any type of benefits. I sent in all the paperwork, but never received an answer or any assistance.
I'm a lawyer, and I hate to say this, but get a lawyer. There are penalties if it's a homeowner's policy where a homeowner's insurer is not responsive to your claim. They can be liable for 25% penalties, 50% of the penalties are attorney's fees. So if that's the situation, you may be able to recoup some of the money you paid to the lawyer from these particular penalties for them not responding to you.
At this stage of the game, though, a lot of people are being forced to hire lawyers, are they not?
Yes, they are. And I think that's the tactic of the insurance companies.
Right. Here's an email from Leander in New Orleans. Leander says, my insurance company has been giving me the runaround on homeowners' claim. They had the wrong property adjusted and have not sent a new adjuster out. What can I do to get some assistance with this? I already contacted the insurance commission and my insurance company on this problem and received no help.
And it's like we talked about before. You know, lawyers have an enforcement mechanism that most other agencies don't. The insurance commissioner really doesn't have an enforcement mechanism. They sometimes can bring the parties to the table, but again, I think you're going to have to contact an attorney so they can use that enforcement mechanism to bring them to the table and also let them know that you may be liable for, they may be liable for penalties and attorney's fees for not dealing with your claim in a timely manner.
In about 20 seconds, I wanted to get this question in because a lot of people are calling to ask what impact, if any, is that ruling from the Mississippi judge going to eventually have here in Louisiana? I
don't think it has a legal impact, but I think it does send a shockwave to the insurance companies and say that the judges and juries aren't taking kindly to the way insurance companies have processed these hurricane claims.
All right, Mr. Nicaud Sunseri, always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Ahead tomorrow night on 6 on Your Side Live, we're answering your